Slowly but surely, exactly as expected, Donald Trump's 2024 victory just over 1 month ago keeps shriveling and shriveling and shriveling into a now tiny 1.4%. Here's where we stand today. Donald Trump leads Vice President Kamala Harris in the popular vote by just 1.4%. This is one of the narrowest margins in modern history. And it's really important to remind people, and every time the MAGAs in the audience write to me, confusion between plurality and majority. The majority of those who voted in November voted for someone other than Donald Trump. The majority of the votes in November were for a different agenda than the one Donald Trump offered. Now, of course, this is not a mandate, but of course, Trump gets to be president. There's no question about that. I've also been getting emails from people saying, David, why are you talking about this? You're almost acting like someone else gets to be president. No. I'm not like you guys in 2020. Trump gets to be president. There's no question whatsoever. But because so many of my friends on the left have become demoralized and disillusioned and have said, I might just check out for the next 4 years. The fact that there is such a lack of a mandate, and that in fact, if you voted, think about this, if you voted for someone other than Trump, you are in the majority. You're in the majority of the country, the non-Trump voters. It is critical that we recognize between their slim House majority and the lack of a mandate for Trump, this is a guy who not only should be opposed in what he plans to do, but he can be opposed. It is a razor thin margin in the House of Representatives. It's also important to consider that one narrative is everywhere shifted to Trump. Yes, there were national shifts to Trump. Massachusetts went more for Trump than 2020. California went more for Trump than 2020. That is true. But the vast majority of the benefit to Trump was not that he inspired gobs of new voters to go and vote for him. It's dips in Democratic turnout in high population blue states, including California, including New York. None of this makes Trump's win anything but legitimate. I don't want the emails that I'm getting every time I have a conversation like this about, David, now you're doing what the MAGAs did or what you say they did in 2020. Very much not. Trump won. Trump gets to be president. But what we must resist is the idea that a majority of this country likes what Trump offered. A majority of the voters voted for someone else. What we have to resist is that Trump inspired millions and millions of people to either switch or come out who had never voted before. The biggest benefit to Trump was decreased Democratic turnout. And as far as the popular vote is concerned, overwhelmingly in these large population blue states. So then we get to, what do the next couple of years look like? The Republican Party took the Senate. The Republican Party has taken the House. The House majority is razor thin. And with some special elections upcoming, it's really a question mark what sort of majority Republicans are going to have, relying on split ticket voters. And we saw what happened with Kerry Lake in Arizona, where nearly 200,000 people who voted Trump said, I'm voting Trump, but I'm not voting for Kerry Lake. So we just have to be honest. When Biden won in 2020, this was a country divided. Now that Trump has won, this is a country divided. And Trump's margin of victory is the second smallest since 1968. Trump and the people around him are acting like he just won some Reagan-era landslide mandate. The supporters eat it up. And what does it lead to? It leads to Trump thinking, I'm going to get Matt Gaetz confirmed. No, you're not. It leads to Trump thinking anyone he says will be on his cabinet is going to be on his cabinet. But there are many Republican senators, and the House is going to be a different thing as far as passing legislation. But there are many Republican senators who recognize, damn, there are people who voted for Trump, went out of their way not to vote for the Republican down ballot candidate, be it a senator or be it a candidate for the House of Representatives. we can't just go and say, sure, put Matt Gaetz in Donald Trump's cabinet. The tighter the margin gets, and it's not going to get much tighter because the vote counting is really almost done. The tighter the margin gets, the harder it will be for Trump to spin it. And when these final votes trickle in and Trump's margin of victory presumably continues to decline, it is going to be tougher and tougher for Trump to get away with this. But the takeaway has to be, I understand the instinct to say I need a break from this. And I say take it, at least until January 20th, right? I understand the feeling that we just got crushed. But this is a historically small margin of victory when it comes to Donald Trump in the popular vote. And as far as any kind of mandate where it's even ethically or morally or logistically justified to say we get to do what we want because we won so bigly, it's very much untrue. And it's not obvious that they will be able to do whatever they want if we remain involved. Well, I wrote a book after a long journey and a ton of work. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, and I hope you'll read it. The book is called The Echo Machine. And in a nutshell, it looks at how American politics got so broken, who has already figured out solutions, and how we can try to fix it and stop the terror of Trump for the next 4 years. With Trump winning this election, the Echo Machine couldn't be more relevant, not only a warning about how we got here, but also about what might be coming and how to prevent the worst outcomes. We've got to stay engaged. We need a plan, and that's what the book is about. There's a belief out there that unless you have corporate media behind you, you can't have a successful political book launch, that it's not possible. I think we can prove that wrong. Order The Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, please order me The Echo Machine by David Pakman. Wherever you get the book, you'll get the free pre-order perks, including the signed book plate. Head to davidpakman.com/free book stuff after ordering.